Video starting off crazy already. They talking about the following is a documentary on information from public sources. Through the YouTube community guidelines, we have to obscure, whatever, or censor some of the violent acts committed in this video. The video is for educational purposes. All individuals are innocent until proven guilty. Let's get straight to it. They say how Drilly gang unleashed hell in the
What's your
Bronx.
definition of a gangster? We don't really use that word.
Nigga, Jesse, are you running? You get away from the car.
This gang can.
Did that nigga just run in the courtroom, bro? Bro, to run in the courthouse is crazy. You gotta be real scared to run inside the courthouse. That's crazy. It's hella police, bro, and y'all chased this nigga to the court. I don't know if y'all ever been to a courthouse, but, bro, it's hella police cars out there. It's always hella police cars at the courthouse. The police work at the courthouse, bro. It's about 100 police is down there in the basement, bro. On God, I had community service. I had to do community service for my probation. They put me at the courthouse in the basement. I was a janitor. Every time when I walked down there, it's hella police. I was so uncomfortable. But yeah, bro. To run in the courthouse, you gotta be real scared. His ass looked it real scared. That's crazy.
Conducted wolf pack-like searches, shots fired outside of schools during dismissal, with young individuals 10 or under running for cover.
Cops tell us many of the alleged gang members are rappers in the drill music scene who challenge their rivals in their lyrics.
He died? You casual. He died.
Crazy. It's unfair.
Many years ago, the Bronx was one of the best places to live in America. Books written in the late 1930s described it as nothing short of amazing. The Grand Concourse, a major street in the borough, was known as the Park Avenue of middle-class Bronx residents, and the New York City subway system was called the safest in the world. Today, things have changed. The concourse and much of the Bronx is now known for rampant crime and poverty. Modern-day gangs that inhabit the Bronx and New York City play a role in this urban decay. Today we will look into the case of one such gang with a drill rap connection, the G-Side/Drilly gang. The Drillies are a blood-affiliated gang who are based in the Norwood section of the Bronx, near the Williamsbridge Oval. They were one of the first gangs to introduce drill rap to the Bronx in early 2020. This was spearheaded by their alleged founder, Taboo Harris aka Spaz Drilly. During this period, the Drillies were allied with the YG's gang, and
Why this sound like that, bro? This shit sound like I can't watch this. I ain't gonna lie, I might have to cut this short or find a different video. Why he talking like that? He sound like a robot.
according to law enforcement, they acted to enrich themselves.
Yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry, chat. Hold on, folks.
Was not a gang member.
Y'all want to? Oh, so they is the ones that did the Delilah stuff. Oh my God, I thought might have to just watch it.
According to the DOJ, these apartments were used to store and manufacture drugs such as cocaine, heroin, and fentanyl 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. These drugs were often sold in the lobby of the building, and the dealers frequently prevented residents of the building, including families with children, from safely entering. Another building that the Drillies took over was 3339 Hull Avenue, which they used to traffic even more crack. This will become important later. As their operation grew, the Drillies were playing a part in the massive drug epidemic that has ravaged major cities across America, feeding scores of emotionally disturbed, drug-addicted people.
I don't have an ID, so I can't give you a ticket.
I got my name on my court paper.
What the fuck?
Samsung S24 is here, and this
Bro,
is a
bro, that's not the thing to tell them. Is you trim or what? This dude is tweaking. Somebody got it on my
What was that
court.
court paper for?
I got
Decent exposure. Watch out. Go ahead.
In addition to selling drugs, the Drillies allegedly brutally robbed people to enrich themselves. On January 9, 2019, 4 Drilly members approached an 18-year-old CUNY prep student as he left school and demanded his winter jacket. When he refused, it is alleged that they stabbed and beat him mercilessly. The 18-year-old was seriously injured and required emergency resuscitation and life-saving blood transfusions.
Over a coat? I know, bro. I know if it's 4-5 niggas in the group, y'all got a coat. Well, somebody probably don't got a coat. That's probably why they wanted his shit. He stood 10 toes and got hurt about it. It be like that. That should be crazy.
The jacket was now worthless because, well, they stabbed the victim through it and it was covered in blood. Starting in 2020,
There was really no point in y'all doing that. It's not even like y'all got the coat. Y'all don't even got the coat. Like, that's it. That's the type of stuff be bogus. Like, I even feel like when people try to rob people and then they don't got no money, you would still mess around and get shot just because you ain't got no money. Like, it's like, if you got money, you gonna lose because they taking your shit. If you stand on your shit and don't got no money though, if you be like, I ain't got no money, they still gonna pop your ass. You broke ass nigga. Wow, they mad. At that point, you just pissed them off. Because they were supposed to just get, you was their job for the day, and you fucked it up. And that's fucked up. That people out here actually, like, robbing motherfuckers and doing that type of shit. I feel like that shit bogus. Just go out there, grind, and get it on your own. But, like, people rather tell you other people's shit, so.
their drug operations were active in full force.
Y'all gotta be
The
smooth.
Drillies also intensified a war against rivals of them,
And just because y'all don't be going to other states thinking it's sweet because everybody got a hood. I ain't gonna say too much. Just know that.
and their alliance with the YGs. Possibly emboldened by the conditions of the pandemic, they repeatedly shot at their rivals across parts of the Bronx with no regard for civilian life. According to authorities, they accidentally shot at least 3 innocent bystanders during this campaign of violence, including a 66-year-old woman. On July 20, 2020, 6 alleged Drilly members approached reputed gang member James Rivera, aka Lil Locke, as he was leaving his girlfriend's home on the corner of 209th Street and Decatur Avenue. Among the Drilly members present in this group of 6 was none other than the gang's leader, Taboo Harris, aka Spaz Drilly. The Drilly members knew that Rivera was a rival of theirs, and decided that now was the time to deal with him. Rivera only had a knife on him, and so he ran. The Drilly members chased him and shot at him an absolutely astounding number of times. Rivera was hit repeatedly and collapsed on the pavement, but the Drillies weren't done yet. One of the gang members picked up Rivera's knife from the floor and tried to stab him with it. James Rivera died before he could even reach the hospital. Obviously, his rivals were extremely happy to hear the news, and his name began to get frequently mentioned in Bronx drill songs as he was dissed, and his death was mocked. One of the rappers dissing him was none other than Ali Doby, aka Lee Drilly.
Make that boy disappear like it's magic. Drilly's on corn, we score in a basket. Lil Lo got put in a casket, spin with a knife and that nigga got blasted.
The songs that Lee Drilly was releasing at his peak in 2021 were gaining millions upon millions of views and making him a viral sensation. Back at the drug dens the Drillies were operating in the North Bronx, gang members began to get increasingly paranoid as the NYPD was hot on their tails. On March 21, 2021, in 3339 Hull Avenue, one of the buildings the Drillies had partially took over, several members were present inside an apartment trap house.
Let's see if we know any of these people. I don't know none of these people. I ain't gonna lie, I never seen these people before.
Late into the night. Also in that apartment was a young woman named Delilah Vasquez. Delilah was not a gang member herself, but she was a girl who was friends with many Drilly and YGs members, including famous artists such as D-Thang G's from RPT. For whatever reason, she associated very closely with them.
Drilly Jeezy. Drilly. Talk your shit.
Bro, what the fuck? Bro, did y'all just see that? Bro, they trying to raise menaces out there. Bro, that little boy, bro, he not even in school yet.
RPT.
Oh my God.
For whatever reason, she associated very closely with them.
Drilly Jeezy.
See, look, I heard of the Delilah story, but like I don't know no background on her. They said she was like one of those. It was a girl, I forgot her name, in Chicago not too long ago, like a couple years ago, about probably like 5, 6, 7 years ago. She ended up passing away because I guess the same reason. She was like friends with a lot of gang members, like big gang members, and she ended up passing away. Wrong place, wrong time type shit. And that shit, I think she went to Simeon. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know. I don't know.
Talk your shit. Tell them what's up.
If y'all know something about that, drop in the comments.
D Gunna said Drilly Jeesley. What's up, Gunna? What's up, D Gunna?
Delilah was also known to often get into altercations and disputes with other girls in the neighborhood, sometimes on Facebook, but generally she always thought of the Drillies as being her close friends. One of the Drilly members who she was with in that apartment was a suspected transgender known as PW Jet aka Precious Williams. Detective Mike Delgado of the NYPD details what happened next.
Delilah Vasquez was she was a 20-year-old female. She was actually friends with them. And when she went into the apartment, it was a trap house. So, for those who know, trap house is it's where they usually congregate. It's a vacant apartment, and typically they would deal drugs or whatnot out of there. She was in this apartment with 4 of her friends, and those 4 individuals left that evening in a hurry. Approximately 50 minutes to 1 hour later, there was a 911 call that she was shot.
Earn thousands of
What
dollars
I'm
a
thinking
month with this
is they
simple
probably went on a
online.
drill or something. What if they went on a drill? Like, what if they all got up? Like, realistically, what if it wasn't even no setup shit for real? What if they went on a drill and, like, they got to, like, say they was supposed to have a party or something. Well, then how was nobody else going to show up, though? That don't make sense. That don't make sense still, though. But it's like 4 friends, they said, they claim. They end up leaving in a hurry. Why she ain't leave? Why was she still there? For some reason, she stayed. Then she ended up dying. What if somebody came and popped up once they left? Not even on no setup shit. What if they came in looking for them on some shit, you know? But why wouldn't they tell her and put her on game? I don't know. But we don't know. I don't know. That's crazy.
Delilah was actually still alive, and she had a bullet wound right in center forehead.
Do you think she was targeted?
I mean, we can't say that right now. Again, it's still, the investigation is still ongoing. So those individuals, though, that were in that apartment, and again, we tracked them with video up and down the street. So those individuals were arrested for that.
She was miraculously still alive, but after being transported to Jacobi Hospital, she later died. What happened in that apartment is still one of the biggest mysteries in the history of the present-day NYC gang war. But one thing is clear, the NYPD believes that PW Jet was the likely trigger puller. If so, the question of why her own friends did this to her remains unanswered. Afterwards, Drilly affiliates would threaten the mother of Vasquez non-stop, forcing her to move out of her own home in fear of her safety.
Damn.
In 2022, the NYPD was closing in, and Detective Michael Delgado was on the case. Him, along with federal authorities, were seeking to bring
Do y'all think they set her up or something? Y'all think she did something? Why they threatening her OG? After I don't know.
down the enterprises of the Drillies and their associates once and for all. Delgado and the NYPD were looking at and connecting all of the Drillies' acts of violence along with their social media taunting. In the case of the murder of James Rivera, aka Lil Lock, Delgado's team had already identified 4 of the suspects, including Drilly leader Taboo Harris, aka Spaz Drilly, Richard Santiago, aka Swift, and Nasir Carter, aka Nas 4T, but they could not initially get a proper ID of one of the men. As Delgado and his team listened to drill rap videos released by the Drillies, one song stuck out to them, that was Final Destination by Lee Drilly. While Lee Drilly obviously dissed Lil Lock, who was his rival, there was just one problem.
Lil Lo got put in a casket, spin with a knife and that nigga got blasted. Spin with a knife and that nigga got blasted. Spin with a knife and that. Spin with a knife.
What do you mean by that?
Not one single news article or public record ever mentioned anything about James Rivera having a knife during the incident. Delgado took another look at the surveillance video of the murder, and suddenly, it was clear. He believed that the man that picked up the knife was none other than Lee Drilly himself. Of course, as he states, other important corroborating evidence was found that
They can't just sit there and say that he did it. Just bro, he's a rapper. He probably just speaking on something that his homie, bro. His homie could have did that shit, and he just speaking on it and just saying it. And now y'all finna put that on him and say he did it, bro. Like what? Just cause he said it in his song, that don't mean he did that. Like realistically, that don't mean he did that. What Dirk be saying? He said, "Oh, y'all speaking from another nigga feelings." You can't say he did that.
Links him to the murder, but they zeroed in on Lee Drilly as a suspect because of his song lyrics. The Bronx DA indicted the Drilly gang in state court for their alleged violent crimes on April 27, 2022, arresting 20 members and seizing 18 firearms. Lee Drilly was charged for his role of the murder of Lil Locke, and PW Jet was charged for her role in the murder of Delilah Vasquez. PW Jet was also charged with drug possession and manslaughter, as detectives are still struggling to piece together what precisely happened in that apartment. Spaz Drilly, the leader of the Drillies, was also hit with murder and conspiracy charges. Not long after this, the Department of Justice also federally indicted Drilly members and associates including Lee Drilly on separate federal drug trafficking and gun charges. In December, Lee Drilly pleaded guilty to his role in this, while his state murder case remains open. As all this was happening, the drill rap videos that chronicled this gang war gained millions of more views, and the money and record deals that came with them became even more desirable to some young men in the Bronx. As the Drillies were taken down, at least temporarily, a power vacuum was created in the Norwood, Gun Hill neighborhood where they are based, and it is yet to be seen what will happen next.
Man, if y'all if y'all know anything about that, let me know something, cause that's a crazy ass story. That shit.